What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Deem, aka Black by Nature, and I'm here with my boy Ed, and Edwin,
Yep.
and we are the Hashra Podcast. We're just gonna give our brief synopsis on the anime that took the world by storm.
By
And that
surprise
anime
too.
is Blue Lock. Yep. So we're just gonna go a quick wrap up. Let us know in the comment section below what your thoughts on the anime. With that, let's go.
I'd like to begin with a fact.
All right. Let me know. Cause I like me, I already told you like, after every episode, I text you
Yo,
before
seriously.
and after, during everything, what I feel about the anime. So before I take off, because I'm going straight rant,
Oh,
you feel me? Let me know okay, before watching the anime, because it took you about like 3 weeks. Now listen, y'all, hold on.
probably longer than that.
Listen, I've been hounding this dude Eddie. I'm like, yo, listen, you gotta watch this anime. You gotta watch this anime is really good. Yo, trust me, you gotta watch. I get into it. I got you. Okay. I think probably by like when the 10th or 12th episode was out, that's when he was like,
Nah,
all right,
not
I'm gonna
that
start
long.
watching. Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah.
Not that long,
And
but it
he
was
started
long.
watching, and that's when I'm getting a text message. He's like, "Yo, Nagi's crazy. Yo, he's crazy. Like, yo." And I'm just like, "Yo, I told you." And it's just like every episode was like that. Even the episodes where they were winding down, you seen them training. But again, like I said, I could go on a whole rant. Just let me think. Let me know what you think about the season.
Well, I mean, truth be told, I don't even remember what I was watching. So like, I was watching some show, and I said to myself, I'm gonna get to it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, you was telling me about it, and I was like, sports anime. I don't know if I wanna, like, why? Like, how would a sports anime be good? Like, what am I gonna? I don't want to watch them play soccer, watch them play basketball, whatever. So I'm just like, all right. So now, one day I say, fine, let me just start it because this dude's been bugging me. And I'm not gonna lie, from episode 1, I was like, wait a minute, this drain is not bad, man. It's pretty good, because like when they first had to like eliminate people, I think I was like, was that the end of episode 1?
Nah, I think that was like 2 or 3.
But I did not think that kid, I wish I remember his name, was gonna be eliminated so fast in the show.
Yeah, and I think he was like projected like the number 1 in high school.
Oh,
Or was that middle school or high school?
no, yeah, I think these guys are high school or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, like basically, like Blue Lock is basically an anime, about like soccer in Japan. These guys want to try to be like the number 1 striker in the world or whatever. So they start some random some club for some like high school kids to get them, to be whatever.
You know what it remind me of Squid Games, like this random place everyone is locked up in.
Oh wow!
And they all got a number, and they're moving up in the ranks of that system that they created, and
it's funny because like people watched like anime watchers were like, yo, like Squid Games is like anime, like people so hype over like Squid Games, but like you can watch anime because it's all they all doing the same thing or whatever.
Right.
So as you go through the season, watching the show, like I noticed that that like the animation though, like I might have to watch like some more sports anime because like I said, I just didn't see myself getting into it. So watching this anime, like the animation is amazing. The writing is actually really good, which I kind of felt like for a sports anime to be good, like the writing has to be there because again, how do you keep people watching? Like, all right, yeah, they playing soccer, but like I could go outside and do that myself. So I'm like, what the freak?
yeah.
So with those 2 things right there alone, that had me hooked with the show. And then, as we, go down the line during the conversation, we get into like more detail because I ain't gonna lie, a lot of the characters in that joint, to me, the characters are amazing. Like I said, the animation is amazing. This ain't fighting, but the action, OD. That was the way like I guess their power-ups or whatever you want to call it, their little devils that they have inside of them. That was, I didn't see that coming at all.
Right. But I think it's like Nagi, Isagi, Bachida. I think he got rid of his.
Yeah, that was
And
pretty
Rin.
weird too.
But Baru has one too. But Baru's like more like a lion kind of monster, whatever. But to piggyback off of what you said with the animation, it's 2 things like I give and I take away from the animation. It's 2 things I give and take away from the animation, and that's like when the transition to like when they're running to the soccer ball, like they look Like that. that motion is weird,
Yeah.
like mad computerized.
Mm.
And then when they get into like doing the tricks, that's where it's like animated, like
Mm.
you see it's good. So that those two is just like is kind of not conflicting to me, but it's just like I hate those
Yeah.
moments. And when they get into like doing the moves and actually kicking the ball to the goal, that's where it's like, yo, that joint is dope.
Yeah,
And then-
sometimes I think my bad. Sometimes it's with the CGI.
Hey, but-
Probably they don't really know how to like not really know how to mix them in. But sometimes when you notice that mixing, it's like, all
Mhm.
right, this looks weird. Like it looks
Yeah.
good, but like the
You
flow is just like, yeah, it's like so clunky.
That's some great like Grand Theft Auto, Vice City.
Yeah, that's definitely the CGI.
It's definitely good. Now you said characters.
Hmm.
I wish you said characters. Okay, let's start with the main character right now. Then we'll work our way down. It's was Isagi Yorichi, something like that, whatever. Now, when he was introduced, that first episode, that what was it? That semifinals game that he gave up that pass to his teammate. His teammate was wide open. He gave up that pass to him, and the teammate missed. And then like he was beating himself up. He's like, yo, if I want to be the best, certain moments like that, I have to take over and say like, nah, this is gonna be me. But then again, granted, it wasn't that play. There was nothing bad with that play, but it's just that for his position, what he was striving for, he should have. That's why he was hard on himself. Like he's like, yo, I gotta become the best, and I'm gonna put myself in better situations to take over the game. And that's where, from then, that's where everything started to build. But where did they hear about Blue Lock? Was it like a poster?
No, I think they just got. I don't know if the guy Ego, whatever they call him. I don't know if he was like scouting players, but I think they all just got like a letter in the mail or something like that, and then they told them like, oh, like pull up here, and that's what they did. And then it's like, oh shoot, this is a whole freaking soccer facility.
Yeah. Which and then that's when everything kicked off. Where I guess, to become the world's best striker, and then that best striker is gonna play for Japan's national team.
Yeah.
Now here's the twist. Now you heard what I just said. All of those kids went into that one facility, and you could only choose one person to become the best striker to join the national Japanese team. Now, from start to finish, everything was like a process of elimination. Like Ed was saying before, like that number one character who was ranked out of high school. He was basically the best. He got eliminated. I think it was Bachira and Isaki who teamed up on him and got him out of here. And just to see how everything started, where now they got to form a team. But like, how can you form a team when everyone plays the same position? So now that's where it's like, I'm not going to say the best, like, because one thing they was implementing was like, yo, I gotta be like egotistic or become an egotist or whatever. My ego has to be. I guess that's what they're saying, like the striker position, the ego has to be high or whatever. So now it's like certain characters without, and I felt like that whole Blue Lock thing was like a mind game, because different characters started placing themselves in positions that they didn't know that they were being placed in. Like some was being goalies, center field, striker. That was the only positions that I know, by the way. So, and it's just like the striker would just emerge from everyone on their own, So that's where it's just like. But then again, I guess like in when you think about it, in retrospect, in different positions, in different scenarios, every character was a striker when that moment came to them. It's not like, just one striker on the field, but like all of them were strikers. But when their time and moment came up to be that position in of a striker, that's when they took over. Yeah. Like for example, Chigiri. Once he got over that mental hold back of his afraid from tearing his knee. Yeah. And homie took over the game. And then, he was in the position of being the best striker on the field.
Yeah, seriously.
So that's why I guess that you could, hopefully, I guess like in that, you could say like the striker position is interchangeable.
I mean, like you said, I'm not too much into like soccer, football, whatever you want to call it. But I'm actually glad you brought this up, because like I had told you, this anime is weird to me because like okay, they're all there to be strikers. They're all there to be, like the best. I guess a striker is like the best scorer on the team. You need him, to go and do whatever you gotta do. But it's like, y'all putting these people on teams. Like, I feel like there was never, maybe the beginning when they had to eliminate like one person out of like the big group, that was the only time where everyone was like for themselves. But then now it's like they just keep putting them in teams. And like you said, you had like that kind of sucked because I'm a scorer. I'm a striker, and you put me as a goalie. So now I have to sit here and do nothing and just get scored on because those goalies were getting cooked. Even the freaking the robot goalies. Like, I mean, I know these kids are good, but like, they suck.
I don't think the robot goalie ever blocked one. Matter of fact, one. It was he
he probably was kicked right at him. That's why he tipped the damn thing.
But other than that, I don't think they ever blocked anyone's
Yo, seriously.
strike.
But yeah, so like that's why like I'm like, I don't know, like I feel like are they gonna build a team to go against like Japan? Because I know they wanna, well, the last episode when it ended or around there, they was like that I think that, if y'all win or something happens where they're gonna put them on like the under 21 squad or something like that.
Under basically like the junior league of the Japanese.
Yeah.
So basically it's like Blue Lock takes over the junior Japan national team.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so wait, was it going to be one play or they going to do like? That's what I'm saying. I'd be
it's
confused sometimes.
It's honestly, I think it's the team that basically like advances like a tournament based kind of thing. Now let's real quick. Now this is one thing that stands out with this anime. It's not only the writing, it's the character development.
Oh,
now
come on.
It's so good.
Yeah,
so good.
Yeah,
now,
it is OD.
let's take the main character, Asagi, for example. He wasn't confident in his skills. He was timid, scared. He always shied away from the moment, even though he wanted to put himself in big moments. He was very he always doubted himself. Now, from when you seen that he was on Team Z. From you see like each match. Now, the one thing that they integrated was that, like, I guess puzzle pieces start to break down, and I guess that's him like rebuilding himself, reconstructing himself to adapt himself to the game. And it's like that adaptability that he's getting, like, it builds his confidence, it builds. And then once he sees that, he's like, yo, these dudes really ain't, they're not all that. And it's just like that just progressed with the episodes and just kept going and going and going and going and going to the point where it's just like, damn, that's like he's OD, because like his main ability wasn't being physical, being real, strength, quickness. Like, he was strategic, and what he reminded me of in certain moments, shout out to my boy Maurice, he reminded me of the character from Code Geass, Lelouch. Yes, in that moment where Lelouch was playing chess, he was sitting in the mech and he's playing chess, defeating the enemy just by moving the chess pieces.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was that moment where you see the silhouette of Isagi's body like take over the field, and he was just controlling everybody. Yeah. And then that's how he was breaking down everyone's ability, and you know how to use his teammates' ability against the opponents, and to his advantage to help him score. So it's just like, yo, he knew the measurements. It's like, yo, this guy can't, this is 25 feet, he can't shoot, that's not his range. All right, so if I cut him off from right here, I should be able to, like, you just see him breaking it down at the at that moment, and it's just like, damn, you just see the development of, and it just keeps getting better and better and better. It just keeps getting better.
Yeah,
it just keeps getting better, and you're just like, yo, how? So that's, mind you, and that's just one character, right? I'm gonna let you dive in on your boy Bachira.
No, before we get into him, that's the part that they got me. This anime, this is another anime where seriously I'm not even gonna try to like guess things anymore, because I feel like I'd be like, yeah, he about to kick a goal, and then something crazy happens, and I'm like, yo, like what the fudge? So watching the first episode, like you said, he's coming downfield, It's him. I think one person to his left. I don't know if there was a person to his right also, but no, his partner was to his right, not his left. So he passed it to him. So I was like, when he did that, and then the story progressed a little bit, I was like, all right, I guess his ability is he can, like, he can see like what's the best play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that kid just happened to mess it up. So, like, him with like the puzzle pieces and like using all his teammates is crazy because like that was like base form. Him like being able to see like the best play or whatever, like just while him controlling the ball. I thought then, like you said, this guy's literally controlling the whole dang field, which was that jam was OD.
Yep.
I'm just like, damn, like, I didn't think this kid was gonna be that advanced. I thought they were just gonna work off of him being not so much of like a role player, but like, all right, I can score, but like, I like to get people open, pass the ball. Right. I don't mind passing the ball because it was weird because that it just kind of like happened for him. He didn't like want to pass it in the beginning. So to see him, to progress the way he is now is pretty wild. But my boy Bachida, man, his dribbling game is too OD, man.
It's ridiculous.
Too OD. The way I'm like, dang, this guy's just bopping him. You think he playing basketball or something? The way he moving the football with his damn feet.
And he was just like levels beyond.
Yeah.
What's that other kid that was with Nagi? Rio?
Oh yeah, Rio. He seems to me like what I thought
Isagi was.
Yes. I thought Isagi was going to be like that. I mean, he's still he is still around. Rio's still around, so.
Rio's still around, yeah.
So I don't know how, and then the thing that's pretty cool about this anime is that like, we don't even know like if these devils are actually like helping or like hindering some of these players. Because like you brought up Bachida, and towards the end of the show, he's like, yo, I don't, you holding me back. I don't want to, be like just passing the ball to people and getting them goals. Because you remember like towards like the middle of the anime, he became just like a passer, and then that's when so they on the field towards the end, he's like, you know what, I'm not gonna, I gotta play for me now, which was also cool because like what I said before about Isagi, how he was like seemed like the team player helping people out. That was pretty cool character development that I liked, because now all the people around him, they're not, like, because again, let me slow down a little bit, because again, this is like a one-man thing. Everybody's there to be a striker. So if y'all gonna sit there and try to play buddy with everybody, you taking away from yourself. And so that was cool that he that Bachida was like, you know what, I gotta do this for me now, like, cause you holding me back. Isagi is holding me back, and this devil or demon, whatever it is.
Right.
So like, excuse me. So to see how that's gonna unfold like next season with those guys, because I feel like they gotta touch up on them more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, are they gonna like take them to like the next level? Like what the heck are how they gonna do that?
Now, it's funny you said like next level, like, because the whole first selection was, I guess, the main players on each team. Those are the guys that basically advance to the next stage. Now, when when Isagi goes on to the next, when basically all the players go on to the next level, like Isagi, that's when he starts working on his shot and what's his best position on the field for him to get his direct shot. That's what he started to develop, and it's just like damn, like he's really like trying to become this number one striker. But hold on, before I go more on us, I need to talk about my boy Nagi. Yo, how can somebody be so good that cares less about the game? Well, matter of fact, no, look at that. Okay, that's his character development, because when he first started, he didn't care about soccer.
Hey, he was just
nice. Playing because of Rio.
Yeah.
He was just like, all right, whatever. I really don't care, but if you want to play, you can play, whatever. Then as he started to see everyone develop, get better, get faster, get stronger, and then like when he actually lost, he's like, yeah, nah, this feeling right here, I don't like it, not one bit. So I'm about to really put myself into the sport and really learn how the mechanics of everything. Because mind you, for me personally, I felt like everything he was doing just off of straight athleticism.
Yeah, worse, seriously.
Straight athleticism. That's what he really didn't think like, right. If he didn't really think like, if he goes here, I could do this move in. That's what the second selection where he chose Isagi, that's where I feel like he started to really implement the knowledge of spacing and positioning and all that stuff. Because like when he did that fake, then flip hit, I was like, yo, nah, that's crazy. And honestly, even when it was animated, I really didn't see what he did. Like a soccer player redid it, and I was like, oh, that's what he did. I was like, damn. I was like, that's OD then.
Yeah,
because it went up, he fake kicked it, turned around, and then kicked it again. I was like, yo. Then there was another one where he like stretched all the way like behind his head, tapped it, and then I was like, nah. But his signature when he just stops the ball right there on his toe in mid-air, like that control, bro. That's, mind you, I'm not a soccer player. I don't know, but that's OD. Like the momentum just to hold. That's like catching a ball. You feel me? Catching a ball in your hand and just like stopping it and bringing it down. But imagine doing that with your foot.
I know, yeah, because they kicking the ball. It's not like a pass, like we pass it on hand.
Exactly.
That ball is probably at least flying to him at like what, 20, 30 miles per hour, and he's just like stopping it on the drop of a dime.
And you got to take account for the rotation, the
word.
ball spin. So and he stops it right on the dime. Whoop. Damn. Okay. My fault.
And I think his I don't know what the word is, but I feel like his I guess his awareness of like what's going on also like outside of him is actually not that bad, because like you said, when they be passing him the ball, he realizes that like, all right, I'm we running at this speed or whatever, this person's over here, the ball is kicked like this, so if I do this hit, I know he can't get to it. So it's not like he's just out there doing random stuff and it's like, oh damn, that didn't work. This dude, like his calculations in his head is like pretty OD. And then again, like I said, going back to the devils and the demons, whatever, they they have to get a little bit deeper into these things. Maybe next season, maybe I'm moving a little too ahead of myself, because it's like when is like what, how are they all gonna get better? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like there has to be another level, because again, with Bachida, he overcame his, and now like he's better now. No? So how is it that he got rid of what other players are using to advance their skills? He got rid of it, and now he's advanced.
Well, for now, we'll say he got rid of it.
Yeah, that is true.
We'll say for now, and then because it might reappear like in an instance where like he needs to, make those plays where that the monster is needed. It's like, damn, what? I don't think I need to. It's like shit. So it's like now, so now like the monster comes back, it's gonna be like, okay, now I have to pick and choose when to rely on him or when to rely on myself. So that's where I think that that's probably his next level, for him to learn that. Another character, again, amazing character development. It's two more characters. I'm gonna talk about this dude, Boru. He was either him, Isagi, or Rin, as far as like the biggest egos. No, matter of fact, and it's the other dude, the Bakugo on team when I was on Team Z, as far as like egos. Yeah. But I think Barou has them beat, bro. Like he was like, yo, once you give, I feel like if Kobe Bryant was an anime character, Barou would be that character, bro.
Nah, he got to be way more selfish than Kobe, man. That Barou is nuts.
He was not passing the ball at all. Dude is wide open. He's like, yo, I'm open. He's just like, you donkey. I ain't passing you the ball. I'm like, damn. Oh, man. That's crazy. Homie's dead. Like, yo, bro, if you passing the ball, y'all can win, right? He's like, nah, we win on a Mako.
Yo, serious. I mean,
simple as that.
At least he's dumb nice, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like he's just there like wasting everybody's time. It's like, bro, like you're not good and you just don't want to pass the ball. Like what's going on? So like, because like he's another one. Him and Rin, like, all right, start game, boom, they just kicking the ball from midfield and just scoring. And it's like, yo, what the
all right, so boom, even when now it's crazy you bring that up. When Rin was first introduced, and it was like, yo, that's Itoshi Rin. That's his older brother plays on the Japanese national team. It's like, damn, homie, there was two soccer balls. He kicked one the opposite way, kicked one the other way, and they both collided and then I think went into the goal or went into a hole. And it's just like, damn, like I was like, nah, he's OD. Yeah, he's
word.
OD. And it's like I'm just like, there's no way Isagi beats him. But even though he did, but you know what I mean, it's just weird. But back to Barou's character development. Selfish, probably the biggest ego in that whole anime verse. Everything revolved around him, off his goal, off his momentum, off his push, off his actions. Nothing else mattered. Now, if you guys don't know, the next selection is where it's a 2v2. The losing team, the winning team picks one player off of the losing team. And that's what Nagi and Isagi did. They beat Baru and I forgot that dude's name.
Yeah.
I don't know. They picked Baru. Now, here's one thing that threw me off about this character. This dude is a neat freak. It reminds me of Levi.
I was about to say Levi 2.0.
Like you could like a beast level,
Yo.
but a neat freak. And he's just like, oh, yo, your sock is over here. Push your socks over there. Fold up your bed.
That was
and then it's like
random.
his bed looks like he folded it and then took an iron and then like took out all that, smoothed out all the edges and everything. All his uniform was folded up neatly in a pile. And then Ren is just like, yo, that sounds like a lot. I'm not doing that.
He over there yelling at them, somebody gonna kill him. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, right. Now, bring it to the moment where they're playing the 3v3. Who was they playing against? Shiggy's team.
I was gonna say it has to be Shiggy's team.
And what's his name? Kumagiri?
The dude with the orange hair? Yeah, I can't.
The orange hair, yeah, that
names, unfortunately.
Right. It was against him. Now they were about to lose, but then Isagi did like what we call is like reverse psychology. He was playing Baru's game against him, and was just like Baru felt basically second best to Isagi. He's just like, yo, am I falling behind him? Nah, I can't. I gotta push myself. But it's just like being that Isagi knows, like how I stated before, he controls the field and he uses his teammates' ability to his own and to their advantage as well. What he did was he basically made it seem like Baru was falling behind and didn't know how to score, and they wasn't going to pass him the ball
because they losing because of him.
Because they was losing because of that, and it frustrated him. And he's like, nah, I got to keep pushing, I got to keep going. And that's where the beast inside of him was just like it opened up a new path to where Isagi seeing it, did the whole puzzle pieces, broke it down, seeing it was like, all right, now I see I'm gonna have to devour Baru, which is a moment, whatever. But with him saying that, that's like basically saying he has to become better than him, if that makes sense. So it's like he's going at the best player on the field, and he's going to break that person down and rebuild them to how he's going to use them. That's how I look at it. But in that moment, that's what he did. And then a next level of Baru came out, and that's when, you know, it frustrated him, because Baru thought, he was like, yo, this kid is actually playing better than me. He's better than me right now. He's the best one on the field. That's my position. That's me. I can't have this. And boom, he pushed himself, you know, to the next level. And Isagi realized it. But then in the midst of that, like, he started to realize, like, okay, hey, maybe it's not only just about me. Maybe soccer could be like a team thing. Maybe if now and then I could pass, like, those things started to get implemented into his game, to where now I think it was a match and Baru passed the ball and everybody was shocked. Like, he dead passed the ball. But mind you, come on, because like I said before, in that midst where he passed the ball, I think he had like 3 people on him. He had like 3 people on him. He was like, all right, okay, boop, here you go.
Fine, here's the ball.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if I'm gonna pass the ball, it's gonna be like a last resort thing. And then that's when, at the end of the match, he was like, hey, you know, Isagi, you know, I realized that, you know, playing as a team is what's gonna get us forward. But be like, you know, outbest me again, call me a donkey again, I'm gonna knock you out, like something like that. But it's just him coming to realize everything, you know. So that was pretty good.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's why this story just like blows my mind, because it's like, yo, do you want these people to be like the ultimate scorer, or do you want them to be like the ultimate scorer but also a really good team at the same time? Because you not like, these guys should be 1v1ing or something. Like, now,
for example,
like what the way they're making it seem like.
Right. For example, I'm gonna fast forward real quick. Then I'm gonna backtrack. Like that, when Isagi, Rin, Bachida, and the flamboyant dude and the other I forgot
Brolic dude.
his name. Yeah, when they went up against that team where they had no chance of beating them, that's why I say like they had the best person from Argentina,
Yeah,
Australia,
the world.
all over, but they were a team that played the same position. But like I said before, every time that position came up, that's when like they're the lead striker. Okay, because haven't you realized like it was 5 other people, 5 of them scored on 5 different occasions. It wasn't like hey, you know, I'm this position, I'm limited, I could just do this. Like, nah, I'm in this position, but I could also do other things. So that's why I feel like that's the point of Blue Lock, is just to show them that it's not the striker position you guys need to focus on. It's basically focus on playing as a team and actually scoring the basketball. Be the striker in your moment.
Basketball. They play 2 sports at one time.
Yeah.
But yeah, facts though. But that's why, again, that's what I mean. So it's like I said, it's like they want them to just literally be like, all right, you are a scorer, but I need you to be like the ultimate soccer player at the same time, because you gotta, like, these guys gotta literally answer everything on the field. Like, you have to come up with like a game plan for you. You have to come up with a game plan for your teammates. How to put them in like the right spot at the right time, the right pass. The right fake or whatever. It's insane.
Right.
That's why I'm like, I don't see how one person is doing this. Like, so y'all have to like make a team. I'm not have to make a team, but I don't know. It's like it's heading in that direction. I just can't wait to see the end, because like I said, it's heading in that direction. But like, I want to see what this guy Ego is like trying to do. Because there's no way. There's so many good players there. How do you how do you pick one? How do you pick one? And then I feel like that's why, another thing. So the whole point of the Blue Lock is that, if you don't advance, you get eliminated. You could never play for like a professional soccer team or something like that. So how do you have all these amazing players, and then you're gonna just tell them like, oh no, y'all all done? That's the part that keeps me thinking that like, they have to be a team, because like that's crazy that y'all just gonna be like, all right, go home.
That's why it's like certain situations, like, having a girlfriend, like, oh, like if you love me, like it's like ultimatum. If you don't, become the best at Blue Lock, then you can't play soccer again. I just feel like that's just him saying that, because I don't remember any of them signing a contract saying, my name is on the dotted line, I can't play anymore, whatever.
Yeah, I feel like he's just gonna like block them from getting in.
Yeah, but to add on to what you said, I feel now I feel like he's building a team to knock off the Japanese
Exactly,
national
I feel the
team.
same way.
That's what I feel like. That's what I feel like he's doing. It's not to, oh, you're not gonna play soccer again. Nah, it's to show that I could start this program and build a team with a bunch of random kids, and within a span of like 2-3 months, that's going to be better than Japanese national team, and we're going to win the chip. That's what I feel. That's what I feel like the end goal of Blue Lock is going to be.
Which is the way they.
And please, if please, for all the manga readers out there, if the manga's finished and it's done, don't go in the comment section and let us know what's happening. Please don't. Appreciate it.
Yeah, word. We trying to enjoy all of this story, man. This shit is too good.
Yeah, it definitely is. Now, moving forward, again, this is the whole season to talk about Rin. That matchup with that final matchup with Rin and Isagi. Now, that matchup, I honestly thought Isagi team was going to win. I honestly thought, and this is why I love about the end. It is so cringe. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, it is ridiculous. I'm just like, yo, these niggas really gonna lose? Yeah. Oh my god, yo, they really lost.
But that's what I mean about the writing, though. Is that like for you again? Well, I could be wrong. This is my personal opinion, but to have a sports anime, or like not even like a sports anime, but like anything that's like not fighting, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of action, but to give it the same feel, because like watching something, like when they score, I'm not gonna lie, I'll be like, oh, I'll be OD hyped, because I don't be thinking some of this stuff is gonna happen. Like you said, when that whole little situation happened where Isagi steals the ball away from Bachira, about to score the final goal to win, to bump this dude's Isagi's team out, and then now they have to pick a player from Isagi's team, and the rest of them got to go back down to the previous selection program. So now the ball gets up in the air, and I'm just automatically thinking like, all right, there was nobody around these dudes, so this is obviously gonna make sense because Rin's team, Rin and Isagi are OD similar. Their skill is basically, but besides like their physical like soccer skill, like them like observing the field, analyzing and doing everything is very similar. So for them, I always thought that Isagi's goal is to get Bachida back on his team. So that's why I thought that I'm like, all right, there's no way Rin is gonna win because like then where does that leave Isagi? Like why would they take him? They don't like you have Rin there. You have Rin, you have Bachida who's a dribbling machine with the football. You have that Brolic dude who's very similar to Baro, so you don't really need him. Chigiri and the other guy with the long hair are very similar. So then now here goes these two guys. So I'm like, damn, and Nagi, Nagi's just Nagi. So like I thought they were gonna pick him when Rin ends up winning.
Because all those other characters that they were like they're similar in play style, but just a little bit more advanced.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like Nagi's probably the only one I would say like, yo,
yeah, he
that would be
definitely
the smarter,
stood out OD.
Because
his control is insane, and he's not a selfish player. He does whatever he has to do. We've known this from the jump because, like you said, he came in there with Rayo just to play soccer with his friend. Like that's all he cared about was just playing with soccer with his friend.
Yeah, right.
So like you have like how would you not pick this guy up? So when they picked up Isagi, I was like, whoa, what the wow, that's crazy. But then
because basically for the second time in his life, he felt like he lost to other than his brother. That's why it's just like he was like, yo, honestly, I won by luck because the ball just happened to land right in front of me.
Yeah, that was cool. I actually was very proud.
I was in my range, so it just happened to land in front of me, and I took the shot, and that made us win. But other than that, he was like, he felt like he shouldn't deserve that win.
Yeah, no, but I like that a lot that they left it up to like chance, where it's just like, listen. This is, because it's part of the game. Luck is very a part of the game. And you know how anime, they always try to take that little element out with the little plot hacks and stuff like that. So it's just like, or they would like do it like really bad. So that was cool. But then again, it kind of makes sense because you brought up like the whole, like the devouring thing, which is pretty cool because now it wasn't only that each player is trying to, like be their max self, but to get to their max self, you have to like figure out that person's strength, weaknesses, and just completely, just like basically like eliminate them from the game. Like I know your game so well that you gonna do this, and I'm just gonna stop you, and you can't do nothing to stop it because you can't read my game. So that part is that's pretty cool, and then that's why it made sense when like Rin picked him because like you said, like yo, I just lost to this dude, and I'm I'm not just gonna like bump you back down. You're gonna come on the team and you're gonna watch me succeed. Like that.
Telling you
that gem was OD.
Like how can you now, mind you, this is no knock to the other sports anime out there. Now honestly, the other sports anime I watched was Haikyuu. Loved it.
I haven't seen that.
And now Haikyuu is that anime is pretty cringe too. But like the character development in Haikyuu isn't as good as Blue Lock because the only reason why I'm saying that is because like even the side characters had even though there's more side characters in Blue Lock than Haikyuu, I feel like they were more, what's the word I'm looking for? Like you was able to relate to them more, not relate to them, but more understand them more. So it's just like it made you was drawn more to the character than characters in Haikyuu. And Haikyuu, you was just mainly drawn to Hinata and the I forgot his name, but they called him the king of volleyball, which was like a bad thing, but. It's like you was just drawn to you just seeing those two character developments. You didn't see anyone else's.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you didn't see anyone else's, but it's still a great cringe anime. It's still great, but yo, cause it's crazy. But Blue Lock, like I really have to give it to it. Now for the whole the end part, like how it ended. It kind of leads to like what we were saying before, how Blue Lock, where everyone is gonna develop into a team versus like individually, because now look, we're gonna go up against the junior Japanese team, and then all the selections that came out is gonna go up against them, and basically if we have the most wins out of whatever matchup, we're gonna take over that. Then now look, they take over that. Then now what's the next step to take over? Is the Japanese national team. So now they're just gonna if they do this, take over the juniors, the 20 under, whatever they call it. They have them play amongst each other. Then they're gonna form a team to go up against the. Now, one thing I know about soccer is that the substitution. Once you get subbed out, you can't go back in the game.
Nah, you sure?
Yeah, I'm 100%, 100%. So once you get subbed out, that's it.
I mean, yeah, I can't wait to see what the freak is gonna happen next. This anime is really good. If y'all haven't checked this anime out, man, please, I'm telling you.
I highly recommend it, man.
Even if you were like me and you like, yo, man, I ain't watching no sports anime. I'd rather watch the real thing or just play myself. Nah, it's actually like I said, the writing is good, the animation is good. Definitely check this joint out.
So to wrap things up, of course, we're gonna rate this season.
Oof.
What do you give the rating?
I mean, truth be told, I mean, I've been throwing this number out a lot lately, but I mean, it is what it is. The show, I'm giving it a 10. I'm giving it a 10. I feel like the flow, there was like the downtime. I felt like the downtime always came in like the right time for some reason.
Right.
Like I never felt like yo, like guys, like why y'all doing this? Like so, like the downtime makes sense. The downtime is not bad. The way they explain like some characters' backstories was really good. It didn't feel like, oh dang, why y'all wasting my time with this bull crap. Again, like I said, the animation is good. The character development, the writing is good, amazing. And I mean, I was surprised. I was really surprised watching this show. I didn't think I was gonna enjoy it this much. I really thought I was gonna put the show on and be like, man, this guy make me watch this doo doo. But like, nah, it's really good. So I'm giving it a 10 for what it is.
If I could give it more than a 10, I definitely would. Because I really like, I could go back and watch this. I think I might do that.
Yeah, seriously.
Go back and really watch and anything that I missed just to pick it out and break it down. That's how good this anime was, man. And I really enjoyed it. I really did. Seriously. And again, I do recommend that you guys watch this anime.
Yeah,
Please
it was definitely
do.
slept on.
For those who know about it, yeah. But for those who think like it's, and that's one thing I'm gonna say. I never heard anyone say like, oh, it's overrated, overhyped, or like I feel like me not knowing about the manga or the anime in itself, and I just say, you know what, I'm just gonna just watch it, just to watch it. So I really didn't set no expectations. I just went into it like blindly, and I'm just like, yo, nah, this is good. Yeah. I'm like, this is good. So I love animes like that, bro. Like when you just like, oh, let me just watch this, and it's just like,
it's straight fire.
You feel me? But if it was doo-doo, you'd have been like, I would expect it to
keep it pushing.
Like it's hair, like nobody talk about it. But then you're just like, yo, this drink is fire. Like it's like I feel like I'm not gonna say in people's top 10s because season 2 could be booty juice and that could just kill the whole, everything. So we'll see how that goes. But would you recommend this anime to someone who's like, hey, like I want to start watching anime? What anime should I start watching? Would you think like this is one of the animes you would want to?
I definitely would. I wouldn't like request it like them watch this first. Maybe like third or fourth if I had like a little top, I don't know, 5. Like maybe like start off with these 2. But I definitely think you can recommend this to someone who's trying to get into it. Because like I said, the writing and everything is amazing. So you're gonna enjoy it. I
agree. Damn, I really think I might start that straight over. But that concludes our wrap up of season 1 of Blue Lock. Again, like we said before, go watch it.
Word.
But please give us a like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, our Twitter, and our Instagram. That is greatly appreciated. It doesn't take much just to hit the subscribe button. It doesn't take much just to leave a comment, just to leave a like. Again, we would greatly appreciate it to help us grow our community. Now, this is your boy Deem and Edwin signing out. Peace.
Peace out.